What's going on, everybody? We're back with another Blue Protocol video. I'll be making guide videos on every single dungeon in the game for hard mode due to the normal mode being dummied down with the majority of the same mechanics just simplified. Quick reminder, you can purchase up to 10 cheer up treats per week in the orb store weekly shop, which allows you to get 3 times drops in all the dungeons. The Kanamia dungeon has a different mobby intro from all the other dungeons. Off the bat, there will be a single mob that opens up with a double dash. It's best to let your tank take this aggro first to avoid unnecessary damage, or if you play a class like Stormblade, you can parry the first dash. After the 2 dashes, you can DPS the mob down. After the mob is dead, you will see 2 groups of people walk out from the gate in front. The party can choose which group they would like to face against, left or right. For my time in CN, the left group was always the quickest to clear. After your selection, you would clear the mobs to progress through the dungeon. Keep in mind, if you chose the group to the left, these enemies cannot be grouped with skills or ultimates, so if you play a class like Marksman and you invest your ultimate in this phase, you will only get the damage and not the grouping. This applies to any other grouping skill or ultimate. Once the group of mobs is cleared, the tribe leader will give you 2 options for the next challenge, the Will or Faith trials. In my time in CN, the Trial of Faith was the standard, but I will explain both trials. In the Trial of Will, a NPC will spawn in the middle and walk towards the 3 ends of the map with markings. All you have to do is protect the NPC by clearing the mobs surrounding the NPC and allowing the NPC to continue walking. You will continue killing mobs until the NPC finishes his route. For the Trial of Faith, the NPC will spawn in the middle and hurl on the ground with a blue shield around him. A set of rock boulders with red pattern on the ground indicates the locations of where the rocks are going to roll. You must avoid the rock boulders and continue doing damage to the NPC. On top of dodging the red patterns, 2 sets of blue orbs will spawn from the outer of the map and move towards the center of the NPC. These blue orbs must be collected by the party group. The gimmick is whichever players picked up the blue orbs must not pick them up on the second wave, or they will get stunned and take damage. This applies to everybody in the party. The same set of players do not need to pick up on the same wave. Any player can collect if they haven't collected the wave before. Just keep in mind, if you collect, you must avoid the next wave. So save, not save, not save, so on and so forth. If the blue orbs are not collected, the NPC will continue to gain HP. After that is clear, the tribe leader will spawn boars around the map that must be interacted with to complete. It's just like the daily quest that you might have already done. Moving on over to the boss fight. The first gimmick Kanamia will do is mark 3 players with blue flame aura around them. Those players must move to the outer edge of the map and drop off the mark away from each other. Ideally, the 3 marks should be dropped off in a triangle pattern on the outskirts of the map. Please don't judge my drawing, but I hope it helps you understand more. After some time, Kanamia will use the markings to do a pull-in attack, so it's important that these markings do not get dropped off in the center of the map. It will result in a wipe if everybody gets pulled in. Keep in mind, if this doesn't go smoothly, you can use the boss as a wall to get on the opposite side of the close-in marking portal to avoid getting pulled in. The boss will still attack, but you can dodge and continue doing damage. Throughout the boss fight, Kanamia will mark and follow a player with a red cone attack. It's best to turn this attack towards the front side of the arena to allow the back side of the map to be free for the upcoming mech. The best way to deal with this attack is to position yourself to the front of the map and get close to the boss. The cone is thinner closer to the boss. Dodge when the boss will follow through. At first, it might be hard to understand the timing for this attack, but after a few tries, the timing is understandable. Fire AoE will be left on the ground, so it's important to position this attack at the front at all times if possible. It's fine if the fire are left next to each other, but ideally, if you're able to continue to stack these on top of one another, will be the best case scenario. The first time you see this attack should be after the first blue aura drop off. The first major mechanic, Kanamia will spawn 3 spears in a triangle format near the center of the map. These spears must be destroyed at the same time. It's best for the party to separate and start attacking the spears. The spears will react to the attacks and launch 2 yellow AoE patterns to the corresponding player. This pattern does a lot of damage, so it's best to be patient, dodge, and then continue damaging the spears. If the spears are not destroyed at the same time, the mech will rinse and repeat. Another attack to be aware of is Kanamia's charging attack. The boss will squat down and mark the tank with an arrow indicating the incoming damage. As a close-range DPS player, you can continue doing damage until the boss charges forward. This is another timing thing that you will learn throughout your grind. It isn't necessary to stay in the pocket and just back off, but for the DPS goblins, you can perfect dodge at the right time to keep uptime. After the attack, the boss will charge up and unleash an AoE damage. This is once again another perfect dodge window if you like. That's all the major gimmicks to this dungeon. Some things to be aware of is sometimes the boss will not do the portal pull in and remark players if the DPS is high. If this happens, you will fill in the empty space with the remainder markings. The pull in will be harder to avoid, but autoing the boss plus using your dash skill is perfect for this mechanic, even if it's only one set of blue auras. I will be making a guide for every single dungeon in the game, and I'm probably streaming Blue Protocol over on twitch.tv/creatives. That'll be it for this video. Catch you guys next time.